Hello, I'm Russell Brand. Did you know that already? Sometimes I'm not sure myself. Is a country even actually a thing, such as Mexico or America? I don't know. Perhaps it's just the result of colonialism and the imperatives of the powerful. What? Those are just words. Let's watch Fox News.
Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. The most important problem in the USA. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. According to a brand new CBS News poll, it's immigration.
Here's Bill, way emboldened by Trump, which we knew would happen. We knew that would happen. It's like the bullies have won. So now he's snickering jackanape chums are all really emboldened. Oh, Trump's in charge, eh? Well, let's have a little go, shall we?
More Americans want that situation dealt with than any other current problem.
That's because the whole time you're told that immigration is the worst problem, isn't it? So this is the way that the survey is conducted. Sir, could I have a moment of your time? Yes, sure. Immigration. Can I ask you a few questions about America? What is the biggest problem today? I think it's like corporations have got too much... Immigration. Sorry, I'm just trying to tell you. Corporations have got too much power. Immigration. And poor people are being pitted against one another. Immigration. Thank you. Yes, biggest problem in America today.
The media, in general, has hammered the president for his aggressive order to remove criminal aliens. As you saw last night here on The Factor, the left really doesn't want to consider the word criminal, instead always falling back on peaceful migrants.
I always liked how Bill O'Reilly writes down what he's saying up there by his head. I mean, I've got this bit of paper, you can have a look at it, I've got nothing to hide. Research shows that foreign-born individuals exhibit remarkably low levels of involvement in crime across their life course. Can we put that up in graphics? Is that impossible? Pew Research shows that crime rates among first-generation immigrants is significantly lower than the overall crime rate. This holds true especially for the Mexicans, Salvadorians and Guatemalans. They're the most vilified.
For decades, the federal government has turned the other way, while migrants streamed across the border. No question about that.
A study by Northwestern University concluded there's essentially no correlation between immigrants and violent crime. Isn't that sort of extraordinary to learn that there's no real correlation except a fabricated correlation? And we forget how much we're affected by words like streamed and like that's a dehumanizing word, like something moving in a stream by its own momentum.
So while the individual illegal alien did violate immigration law, our federal government permitted it. It's like the teacher who lets the students run around the classroom for weeks and one day shows up and says, "You're all suspended."
Phil, you're like that teacher. You're a frantic wreck of a man jabbing at the screen with your own pen.
The apathy on immigration is going to change because President Trump wants the rule of law to be re-established in America. South of the border, it's depressing.
You say depressing, Bill, but do you mean it?
Depressing.
Oh, okay.
To watch the Mexican government object to a lawful display by the USA. What nerve they have.
Bill O'Reilly's responding to Mexico like it's parked its car in his drive. Oh, the nerve of Mexico. My own car's trapped here by Mexico.
It's entirely Mexico's fault.
One thing that's worth mentioning is until 1848, California, New Mexico and other portions of the Southwest were internationally recognised as provinces of Mexico until the US decided it wanted those provinces, declared war on Mexico, and took them. I've noticed a lot of Mexicans around here, honey. This is Mexico. We're going to do something about that. You can't complain about there being too many Mexicans somewhere if you're actually in Mexico. I'll tell you what is the nerve of calling it New Mexico. That's what's so mental. Excuse me, this is my country. I'm afraid not. This is New Mexico. What does that mean? It means you're fucked.
That millions of their own citizens feel they have to come here to earn a decent living.
Here used to be there. Hey, what are you doing here? What used to be there until a particular time when we made here there by, well, we nixed there then. It's here now, so could you please leave? But we were here first. There first. Now get back there. It's here. Oh.
Canada doesn't have that problem, but Mexico does and always has. Because their system is chaotic.
Probably because you keep nicking bits of their country, telling them to build walls, subjugating all of their population into low-paid work and then not thanking them for it and saying they're criminals when they're clearly not. It must be very confusing. I'm baffled that I've only been considering the issue for about 5 minutes.
Same thing with the violent drug cartels. The government of Mexico can't control them.
Who's buying these drugs, incidentally? Shut up! It's just violent drug cartels making drugs in Mexico for Mexicans. Sorry?
So we're not entitled to put up the barrier to try to prevent the poison from coming into this country?
That's really good as well, because it's equating the drug subtly with the people. Like, so when it's saying there's poison coming into the country, there's the sort of shift from the drugs, which you perhaps can legitimately call a toxin or a poison, to the people, which is really, really racist to call a poison or a toxin coming into the country. It's just been quite well blurred editorially, and well, the script not written up next to his head, we may not have noticed.
That's just insulting. Mexico should take full responsibility for its inability to provide a decent economy for its own people and for failing to defeat the vicious drug peddling monsters.
Because, like, for a minute there, he's been really mature about global economics. Mexico, like, as a sovereign state, which we nick bits of and have really sort of complex and integrated trade relationships with and have oppressed and stuff in the past, it's got to take full responsibility for its own inability to provide a decent economy and failing to defeat drug peddling monsters. Hello, I've got some drugs for you, baby.
But they never will. And that's the memo.
Well, thanks for that, Bill. Everything's become a lot clearer about the idea of nation states, immigration, your relationship with Donald Trump. I think we all feel a bit more relaxed about what a country is and what the news is. That was some True News. If you want to, subscribe here. Or simply, I'll just subscribe on your behalf and then kick you out of subscribing and somehow blame you for it, if you know what I mean. True News.
Is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.